go ahead and move on to the 5 top stories for the week, starting with Microsoft. They are first up in our news in the 5 top, and we're going to start with the games for gold. And this month, they freaking brought it, my dude. They brought the games this month. Boogie, like, what are your thoughts on these? I mean, because these are 4 games that I want to play.
Well, so I actually got into a debate with one of my friends about this, because he's like, why is Microsoft bringing all these old games? I'm like,
these old games are good.
That's exactly what I said. I said, these are good. I said, Battlefield 1, I mean, it's 2 years old. My personal opinion on Battlefield 1 and Assassin's Creed being on this month's games with gold is to get people talking about the new titles. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is out now, and Battlefield 5, which comes out in about 2 weeks. I think it comes out like the 20th or the 22nd or something like that. Right. So that's why those 2 titles are on there. And then Race to Sun is actually a really good looking game. It's an indie game, but it looks fun. It looks really, really fun. And then Dante's Inferno is just a classic. It's a classic game. If you haven't played it, it's something worth picking up.
And see, that's the reason I'm excited, because I never got a chance to play Dante's Inferno. I never got around to buying it. It's made by Visceral Games, so the same dudes behind Dead Space. So I definitely want to play that. I've never really been into Battlefield, but I've heard nothing but good things about Battlefield 1.
Listen, Battlefield 1 is a very, very good game. I own it, and I played it for a while. Me personally, is the weapon selection. I don't like old-timey stuff. I can't get it. World War II is probably the furthest back I want to go, and even there, I'm a little bit burned out on it. Which is why I'm not so excited about Battlefield 5. And that's just my personal preference. But when you play the game, and the thing I love about Battlefield is, I don't know what EA does or is DICE, but the audio is always so good.
Super crispy,
super accurate. And I mean, directional. You can tell where, if it's top right, bottom left, wherever it's coming from. It's just fabulous. And I think the single player campaign they made, they have these I forgot what it's called, but it's like the battles last for about an hour. It's really like you're fighting a war, but it's just a lot of trench battles, a lot of just hiding in a trench, popping up, shooting, hiding back in the trench, or getting ran over by a tank or so.
I'll probably just get into Battlefield 1 just for the campaign. I can't really see myself getting into the online. I haven't played a competitive shooter in a minute. It's been a while. I'm waiting for the next Halo, to be really honest, to jump back into that.
And it's really interesting what they did with the campaign. And then a quick note, I talked about this beforehand. They gave away the premium pass for free the first week of September. It was the week Forsaken, the Destiny DLC came out. That week they gave away the premium pass.
Oh wow.
So basically they gave away this whole game with all of the DLC for free in the past 2 months. So yeah, I don't know. It's for free. It's definitely worth a pickup. And like I think so. Like you said, if you're gonna play the single player is actually really awesome.
That's the one thing I heard about it, is the single player is pretty dope. I don't really like the whole wide scale battles. I'm more of like a compact kind of guy. I've kind of been trained that way by playing Call of Duty and Halo. Right. But I do want to see the story. And you know what? Assassin's Creed 1 is the only one that I've never played. I've played every single Assassin's Creed except for number 1.
I played 1 and I hated it. I hated it. And
it's the only one I don't own either, so I'll definitely just have this on my hard drive.
Yeah, and I picked up Assassin's Creed 2 and I loved it, and I've been loving Assassin's Creed ever since. But the first one I just did not like at all.
I want to try it. I want to give it a shot. And I'm definitely playing Dante's Inferno, because that's pretty much Devil May Cry, but like in hell, essentially, just a hack and slash game.
It's a hack and slash, yeah.
Yeah.
And so from all I've heard, it's a very good game.
Yeah, same here. I see you what you're saying there, Mount Lover, but this is before they made Dead Space 3. So this is this is before Dead Space 3 Visceral Games. So it should be dope.
I don't give Visceral Games a lot of hate because of Dead Space 3, because that wasn't their game. That was EA's game.
That was EA game. Yeah, EA made them, directed them to turn Dead Space into an action shooter instead of what it was, which is, a horror, like thriller or whatever.
A survival horror game.
Yeah. So that was their fault. But yeah, let's go ahead. We got a couple more stories out of Microsoft. This time we're talking about Mixer, because it's they've updated it and so now we are now in the era of Mixer Season 2.
Yes.
So what are the changes that comes with this?
Well, one of the biggest changes, and this would be for anybody that's a streamer, is they're going to help streamers monetize better.
Hey.
So if you
should I hit the button and start streaming on Mixer right now? Just
let it go. Yeah, let's go. But
I'm gonna do it.
If you've ever used Mixer, you've noticed you get these things called sparks for watching.
Yes.
For watching streams.
Yes.
Those are now going to be you can use those to buy new. They call them skills, and basically they're like GIFs, stickers, background actions, like celebratory actions. That you can do on your favorite streamer stream. Like if they do something that's really cool, you can shoot some fireworks, plastic stickers, whatever. But every time you do that, the streamer will be financially rewarded.
Oh wow! So you spend your freaking sparks or whatever,
right, to get the stickers or the skills. And when you use the skill on that streamer's channel, they'll be monetarily compensated. They didn't say how much, but it's probably it's better than nothing, right?
Well, yeah, it's probably something similar to bits.
Yes.
Because I don't. What is the ratio for bits? What's the? I don't remember. I think 100 bits is a penny or something like that.
Oh God.
Something like that. I don't know. It's something small like that.
Yeah, but I would think it's going to be something like that. I would agree. And then they added another thing. It's called they're called. I'm going to get this right because I have
100 bits is $1. Okay.
Okay. They're called not Sparks. No, yeah, they're called Sparks.
Yeah, Sparks.
No. There's another one that's not called Sparks. That you can actually buy for real world money, and you can donate those as well. I don't know. I lost it.
It's that blue currency, right?
No, the blue currency is the Sparks.
Okay.
There's a gold one that they're going to be giving out. Those are going to be, you can purchase those for money, for real world money, and you can also use those to help support your favorite streamer.
That's cool.
They're called. Oh, where'd they go? Here they are. They're called Embers. Mixer Embers, and they're basically high-end Sparks.
Okay.
You spend money to get them. They're gold instead of blue, and when you give those to you can donate them to your favorite streamer. Another thing they're doing is they're going to be doing progression. So the more you watch a streamer, the higher, the more you progress. Is like earning skills or skill points or leveling up, and it's like a loyalty type system. And it's going to reward the community, the entire community, and earning applause and getting you on the front page, on the hot or up and coming,
yeah.
Just get on the curated type pages and stuff like that, which is cool. What else are they doing? That's about it, I think. The skills and the sparks are up now. The embers and the progression are coming soon.
Okay. Yeah, and Mixer has a lot of different features that a lot of people may not be aware of. They have, and I'm not even sure how to enable it on my side, on the streamer side, but they have these things where you can like take control of the actual streamer's game and like play.
Yep.
I'm not sure like what the delay is on that or whatever, but like I've always thought that was a really good feature, And then the co-stream feature that they have is mwah, it's impeccable. There's like zero latency, and it just basically gives you two screens into the same world at the same time. I love it, because as someone that's been trying to do that manually over the years, to have it done so seamlessly is amazing.
Yes. Mount Lover, there is, as far as I know, there's no affiliate program in Mixer. This would be available to every streamer. Yeah,
because they have partnerships, and that comes with its own set of rules and regulations. But I don't think they have an affiliate program.
No, there's no affiliate program, and these new programs are not going to be exclusive type programs. Everybody can participate.
Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the next story. This is our last one within the Microsoft block, is what I'm going to call this. Yeah. And we've been talking about Microsoft on and off for the last couple of weeks. They've been into some really interesting stuff over there. And next up on the chopping block is the introduction or the prototype for their mobile Xbox controllers.
Yeah, I found this really interesting. First thing I found interesting is that these are from data from as far back as 2014. And this makes sense, or it makes more sense that now that they announced the xCloud, and the expectation is that you can play it on any device, be it your tablet, your Xbox, your PC, or whatever else.
Right.
And they're working on these controllers, and a lot of them are just like Xbox-looking controllers with the analog left and right analog stick, your D-pad, your
AWGNS,
standard face buttons, and bumpers, and they just split and attach to the cell phone sideways, and looks like their Bluetooth connection. And I mean, you've seen stuff like this around.
Yeah. A lot of third-party stuff like this has been around for a while.
Yeah, and my thing is, it's really cool. When I see stuff like this, I think of how it's going to work as far as travel. Those things don't, unless you're wearing cargo pockets, I don't see how you're really going to hold those things around. You gotta get yourself a Scotty vest.
Yeah.
Scotty vest is?
I do not know what a Scotty vest is.
Scotty vest is actually it's made for photographers, but they're all over the place. Basically, they're sweaters, jackets, shirts, and they all have like a million pockets.
Okay.
And you can put stuff in there, and it doesn't bulk up. It's not supposed to bulk up. So I mean, unless you're rocking some of those Scotty vests, you're not gonna. I mean, the stuff again.
It's not super portable, or at least it doesn't look to be super portable in this form.
Right.
No, but I mean, it's cool. I mean, it'll definitely give somebody like me who doesn't like playing on touchscreen controls a way to play mobile games.
Right.
And if Microsoft is really going to be bringing all their, all of their IPs and stuff over to mobile, it just makes sense.
Yes. And what's cool is when you're looking at the image, you still have the image up. The little grips are actually detachable, so you don't necessarily have to take those with you. But I mean, like I said, it's interesting. It's cool. I can see myself like having this with xCloud and just having it on my nightstand.
Yeah, so something like that.
Want to chill in bed and not want to sit downstairs in front of the big TV, but I one day maybe run a Red Dead mission or do a
Destiny raid or something.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't raid on that. No way. But if I'm doing something real
strike,
quick,
sorry,
yeah.
I used the wrong terminology there. My bad.
Yeah, if I want to do something real quick that doesn't need me to be at the top of my game, something I can run through real quick, I can see myself using something like this. But as far as me just keeping it in my pocket wherever I go, that's no chance.
No, because I don't really get a whole lot of time to mobile game, as to speak. All of my gaming is pretty much done at home. But yeah, this could be a very cool alternative to mobile gaming in home. Right. Like if something comes up, I have to be downstairs, or I'm in the kitchen or something, I could just. And that would be really cool, as if there was like a seamless transition between the two platforms. Like if I'm playing on Xbox, I can like transfer to mobile or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Right. That would be cool,
but yeah, this is just the prototype image. So I mean, it's not hideous, but let's hope. I mean, let's it may not be the final product. You know, this is just a prototype.
Right.
So we'll have to wait and see exactly what the final product is once that comes out. But it's a pretty cool idea, and it definitely hits in that Nintendo Switch market, because this is essentially a mobile console now.
Right, and I think it's something they're definitely going to need if they're going to really be serious about the xCloud and being able to play your standard full version console games on your mobile device, because touch controls are not going to happen.
No, not going to fly over here. But that was our news out of Microsoft. And we're going to transition right over to Sony, because we have a few stories with these guys as well. First up, we have the PS1 Classic, because it has they've revealed the game's lineup.
Yes.
So yeah, we all know that the PlayStation Classic is going to be coming out when?
December 3rd.
Yeah, in this December.
A little less than a month.
Yep, a little less than a month, and it's going to be coming out at $100. And they only gave away a couple of games when they gave us the announcement. But since then, they've announced the rest of the lineup. And I don't know, judging by that sigh, I think you're not excited about this, Boogie. What's good?
I said this when they first announced the PlayStation 1 Classic.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool for SNES Classic. It's cool for NES Classic to sprite pixel games.
Yeah.
These early polygon games were the super low polygon count. It's eye numbing. It's horrible. It looks terrible. And the games they put in there, I mean, Metal Gear Solid shouldn't be there. Resident Evil shouldn't be there, especially with the new version coming out. I mean, when you look at the video of the Rainbow Six Siege, it looks horrible. But then you look at Rayman, and that looks like it belongs.
Rayman.
Look at Tekken, it doesn't belong. It just, it's ill. And then of course, they gotta throw in Final Fantasy. Everybody's gotta have Final Fantasy 7. Fuck that game.
Oh my god.
God, I'm sick of it. It's just
I don't know,
Fantasy
man.
7 is coming everywhere. We gotta remake it. We gotta put on all the classics. Man, fuck that game. It's not that good.
Oh my goodness. I think that for a I was like, all right, so full disclosure, I was not a PlayStation kid growing up. But there was some games on this list that I was definitely envious of because I didn't have the ability to play them. I think a lot of these games are actually pretty cool. Tekken 3 is probably one of the best Tekkens, from, if you ask veteran Tekken players, they always hold Tekken 3 at a high regard. But yeah, I don't know, man. The first Grand Theft Auto, when you think Grand Theft Auto these days, you're not really thinking the top down. I thought I was like, Boogie has left the building.
No, I left the door open.
What's it called? Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo is actually pretty good though. Yeah, and it looks good. Those sprites, they look good.
Fine. Oddworld. Even GTA looks okay. It's just Raymond. I spoke about that earlier. Yeah. But when you start looking at these 3D games, the low count polygon games, it's just. It just doesn't hold up. And me, I'm a graphics whore. I love pretty, and this stuff is ugly. I'm sorry. And I had a PlayStation 1, and Destruction Derby was one of my favorite games. Twisted Metal, I love that game.
Twisted Metal's cool.
I played a lot of these games and I enjoyed them at the time. But these games, Tekken 3, I mean, these games just don't hold up. And I guess you're getting 20 games for $100 and a piece of hardware. I mean, that,
2 controllers.
That boils down to
my thing is, why did they go with the no analog PS1 controllers? Because no analog sticks.
Because PS1 didn't have analog sticks.
They did after a while.
They didn't.
Yeah, there's games on the PS1 that had analog support, like Ape Escape. I think that was one of the first games that had what's it called? Analog support.
They came out later.
Yeah, there's a lot of PS1 games, and a lot of PS1 games could have made the list if they didn't decide to go with like the classic controller.
The classic digital controller, yeah, I guess. But I just don't. I think it's a waste. I don't know. I'm sure I'm in the minority. There's going to be millions and million PlayStation stands that are already pre-ordered and going to be waiting out in line in front of GameStop or Best Buy to get this joint. But I'm going to pass, and I don't see anything compelling. Nothing in here is saying I'm super excited or is making me want to buy a PlayStation 1 Classic at all.
And the thing is, there's actually a device on sale. I can't remember who made it. I think it's Atmos Games or something like that. They made a Sega Genesis console. It comes with 85 games already preloaded, and it has the cartridge slot. So if you have your own Sega Genesis cartridges, you can use those as well.
Is that what we talked about last week? A couple weeks ago? Possibly.
But like my thing is, why don't they allow you to play? Like this thing isn't actually running
a disc. No,
a disc. Like it's just off the ROMs. Like my thing is, like, why not allow you to actually play your PS1? And then what are the load times going to be like? Is it going to even have load times? How's that gonna... Because PS1 load times were horrendous.
Yeah. It shouldn't have. If it's run off of ROM, it should be no load time. It should be all running off of Flash, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I said, my lover saying it's a collector's item. I call bullshit on that. Collector's item, my ass.
Collect dust item.
It's a cash grab. Sony's like, oh, me too. Sony, Nintendo's doing a good job with their. Nintendo's are selling well. Let's do ours. The difference between Nintendo and Sony is Nintendo, one, is older, and it just has that cachet, especially with a lot of people that weren't gamers. Yeah, like people that maybe like I remember. As an 8, 9, 10-year-old, I had a Nintendo and this is cool. I want it. And they pick it up, they play it for like an hour or two, maybe a week or two, and now it's just sitting on their shelf collecting dust. PlayStation does not have that cash. PlayStation is a hardcore system for gamers, and those gamers that originally played the PlayStation 1, most of them are still playing. They played the 2, they played the 3, and they have a 4.
Yeah, and a lot of these games have been available on the digital storefront for years now. So I feel like if anybody truly wanted to go back and play these games, they probably already have done so or have a way to do so. Right. Like Mount Lover said here, like if speedrunners, they already have a legit copy, and if you just want to play it just for fun, you're gonna emulate it. Right. So I do think it's actually pretty cool. What about the PlayStation controllers themselves? Are they actually functioning PlayStation controllers?
Yeah, they're full size controllers.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty cool. I mean, it is okay as a collector's item. It can just sit up on the shelf somewhere and just collect dust that way. But as a functioning console that I want to like hook up to my rig, I don't think so.
I think I'll buy one and do a drop test because drop tests get a lot of YouTube views.
A drop test? Yeah. All right, so that's the PS1 and its full lineup. If you want to see the lineup for yourself, we will have the link in the description. Or no, our sources are on our Facebook page. So if you want to see the entire list, you can check that out there. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook as well. Next, we're talking VR. Let's get into that. What's going on the VR front?
This would be really quick, and this is a story where Sony gave Lenovo the backhand because Lenovo, if you don't know who Lenovo is, they are a computer maker. They actually bought IBM's hardware division.
Oh wow!
Remember the IBM ThinkPads? They bought them. IBM got out of that business, and Lenovo, which is a Chinese company, bought them, and they still make those ThinkPads. But they were making a standalone. It's a Daydream headset. Daydream is Google's VR platform, where it's standalone. You don't need a cell phone or anything like that. Okay. It's not as powerful as the new Oculus is coming out, but it's as powerful as like the Oculus Go, the one that came out this past spring. Right. Well, they made a device, and if you look at it, it looks eerily similar to the PlayStation VR.
Yeah, it looks just like the PSVR.
Yeah. And Sony's like, hey, we spent a lot of time and money and research to get... So Sony's big issue is the little cap that goes over your head.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, because I do have I have the Lenovo. Actually, I have a Lenovo one up here, the one I won. It doesn't have that cap, and the one with the VR, it does feel a lot more comfortable, and it feels like it's a less pressure or on my neck, less weight on my neck.
Mm-hmm.
The way the PlayStation 1's set up. So Sony's like, look, this is ours, tech. You stole it. We're going to sue you. And they say, no. Don't sue. We'll sign a licensing deal. We'll pay you. We'll pay you money to use your design. And that's basically what they did. I think it's a 2-year deal. It's a
patent licensing agreement.
Licensing agreement, so Lenovo can actually sell this, and it makes sense because this device will probably be around and sold, manufactured and sold for maybe a year. It'll be manufactured for about a year, sold for about 2 years until it runs out, and then they'll move on to the next model. So
they stole their patent, got caught, and then decided to just pay up instead of ceasing and desisting or whatever.
Right. They just paid up. I mean, and Mount Lover touched on this earlier when we were talking about the Rainbow Sixes, that Chinese companies they have blatantly ripped stuff off. If you look at
God, yes, man.
If you look at their cell phones, they all look like either Samsung or Apple phones. They just call them. I mean, sometimes they don't even care. They'll call it the
Sam Fun. Sam Fun.
The iPhone. They call it the iPhone, EYE phone.
The iPhone. Yeah, they don't care.
They just rip it off, and
they rip it off. Copies. They don't technology, toys, anything. They rip off anything.
Mm-hmm. They are unabashed.
That's when you go to like the dollar store, instead of Power Rangers, you see like Power Superstars or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Or you see Power Panger.
Yeah.
It's weird that way, but
I don't get it. But I mean, this is interesting. It's interesting to me that Sony would agree to. I mean, they're getting paid for it, so I guess why not?
And it's cheaper for them to sign a licensing deal than it is for them to litigate it. It's
right.
And it's when you litigate it, you're not guaranteed to win.
Right. Yeah, because they would have to prove that they actually stole their patent.
Yeah, so it's much cheaper and easier.
I would just go in the courtroom and hold the two up at the same time. Just be like, come on, bro.
Exactly.
Because they look exactly the same. Like the image that I have shown on screen here, I thought that was a PS VR. To be truly honest.
Lenovo one,
yeah.
And Lenovo's they do the AR. If you look at that picture that has the two cameras on that, facing out cameras. That's what they have on this one up here. I forgot what it's called. Lenovo something or another. I don't know. I've used it a couple of times, but
yeah. So yeah. That's weird. And now we can actually move on to the free games for PS Plus subscribers for the month of November. And if you remember, we actually talked about this last week a couple weeks ago because it was actually leaked on the official Sony blog,
the
PlayStation blog,
yep,
that these would be the games, but then it was quickly taken down. And I was hoping and praying that they wouldn't change them because these games are actually pretty cool, and they didn't. So that's pretty good. So
it's funny, the image that you have up is the image that was leaked.
Yeah, that was the leaked image. Yeah.
So yeah, they leaked it, and they are coming out with it. And we talked about this last week. I talked about it with Yama. We were talking about Shenmue. He's like, play Yakuza, and I said, yeah, it's going to come on PS Plus. I will definitely download and play it, and And then Bulletstorm, I thought it was an underrated game. I played that game.
Bulletstorm is cool.
I had a lot of fun with it.
I think a lot of people were just pissed because it wasn't Gears of War.
Right.
that's the initial thing. But I mean, it's a cool game. It's super arcadey, super fast paced, lots of blood and guts and electricity.
Right.
But it's a good time. It's a good time. It's high energy.
Chain your shots. Chain all those shots.
Yeah. You gotta get there, like your combo or whatever combo.
Yeah, chain the combo up. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not a bad game. Not a bad game at all.
And then Yakuza Kiwami is a remake of the original Yakuza game. So it's, if you've never played Yakuza, like I have never played it, and you want to get into it, just see what it's like. This is a great place to start.
Great place to start. I mean, 0 would technically be the beginning, and I think that's like sold at a discounted price. I think it's only like $30.
Yeah.
But this is the actual first game because Zero came out later and that's a prequel. But yeah, Kiwami, this is the original game remade from the ground up using the most recent game engine. So I actually want to play this. I've played Yakuza 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 2 back in the day because those were the only ones that were localized and fully translated. I don't know if Kiwami, I don't think Kiwami has the English voice actors though. I think they've just completely given up on
localization
or dubbing it with the English.
Okay,
yeah, I think the PS2 version is the only one that has the dub. But I do want to play this. I've been looking for an excuse to get back into Yakuza, and now the entire series is just about available on PlayStation 4. So I'll start with Kiwami. Kiwami 2, I believe, is coming out pretty soon if it's not already out. I haven't really been keeping up with it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna give this one a go. I just got to get through Assassin's Creed and Red Dead Redemption 2 first, and then I'll play Kiwami. Oh, then I gotta play Kingdom Hearts. God damn.
Just add this to your library. Well, Kingdom Hearts came out in January.
Well, I wanted to play through all of the other games in anticipation. I don't think that shit's gonna happen, man. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to just cancel that. But yeah, those are the free games for PlayStation 4. Are there any, like, what are the games for PS3 and Vita?
Jackbox Party Pack 2 and Aikido series for PS3. Jackbox is a trivia game. It's a family. It's a party game. It's a trivia game. And the Jackbox games are actually pretty cool.
Yeah, they're fun. I like them. A lot of the more recent ones have like Twitch integration, so your chat can actually participate, which is really cool.
Right. Yeah, and this what's the game called? Akibo. What is it? Aikido series.
Aikido?
It's Aikido series. It's 3 games and they're like puzzlers, drop puzzles, puzzle fighter type games. So there's that. And then for the PlayStation Vita, there's Burly Men at Sea. Yeah, I like
Burly Men at Sea,
which is a cell phone game, if in my opinion. And then the other game is Roundabout, which is a game. Basically, it's like a 70s. It's like what do you want to say? Like it's
70s
like
B-movie game,
live action game, like Night Trap type game.
Okay, where you drive a consistently revolving limousine.
Yes.
Pick up passengers, find secret collectibles. All right.
Yeah. There's some full motion video cuts, and then there's a lot of low rate graphics, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, both of the PS Vita games are purchasable via the cross-buy program. Yeah. So you can play those on the PlayStation 4. So that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, definitely getting Kiwami.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm getting Bulletstorm because I would like to, it was fun. It was fun. It's fun. It doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot of facility to play that. It's just pick it up, shoot, run around, and it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's everything that we have in our Sony block. We would love to know what you guys think about that down in the comments below as well. Are you going to be picking up a PS1 Classic? No. Let us know down in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube.